Good morning, guys, and welcome to my channel, where today I'm going to do it's going to be a double deluxe video. So I'm giving a virtual response, a VR, out to Melissa Sue. So I will put a link to her channel in the description box. She's doing a I had a smart moment. And this is if you're in the crafting world and you come up with something original, or somebody inspired you, so you did it and maybe you put a little twist on it, or maybe you haven't seen it done or seldom done. So you're going to come out and you're going to give your take on it, or your impression of it, and you'll video it and say hashtag I had a smart moment. So I had a few smart moments, other creator inspired moments, I will say that. I follow a lot of people, guys. I follow 400 people, and no, I cannot watch them all at the same time, and I don't watch them every day all the time, but I do have the notification bells on, so something comes up and I think that it's, oh, that's something I could use. I watch the video and I comment, or just simply give a heart and a thumbs up, something like that. And then on the weekends I mass play. I just turn on YouTube, and it's all of my, all of my subscriptions, and I just start playing them. So I turn on my YouTube and let it go on my TV, sometimes even on my computer and on my phone. I try to get everybody some time all day. All right, so today's video is going to be, like I said, a virtual response to Melissa Sue. So I'm watching Melissa and I'm learning and I'm doing. So I don't know if today's let me get all of this white bright camera stealing. See if it, cameras do not like white, guys. So that's the first tip that I have. Oh, and I have some tips for you guys too. Tell you, this is just going to be an all-around great video while I chat and work. All right, so this one will take some time to dry, but I watch Fun Life with a Budget, and she does a lot of DIY. She's working on her giant book of ideas, and she's inspired me to have a giant book of ideas. And I put it, it's like in the front of my brain to get done, but it's in the back of the burner to come to a realization. So anyhow, I was watching her this morning do her, she did 11 minutes, and it was three little, she did some modeling paste, and she did some embossing, and she did this thing where she added a little flip out mini thing to a book, and I'll get to that one later. But I'm a burning question kind of girl, my mind is always like, how do I do this? How do I do that? If I don't have it, and I don't want to go out and buy it, because I don't need to be buying any more crap. So I was watching her with the modeling paste, and I've seen the gesso, and I've learned how to do DIY gesso, and I've learned how to do DIY this and DIY that. So we come to DIY maybe modeling paste. Now this is called lightweight spackling, paintable in minutes, won't shrink or crack, no sanding required, spreads easily, water cleanup, fills cracks and holes in one easy step. Now I don't know how good this is going to stick to paper, but we're going to find out. I think I brought everything. Oh, well, we'll do it here. So I was like, I think I brought everything but a book page, but I've got this. I won't use it. It's words. I'm not a big, I'm words, but don't forget celebration, you're invited party. I probably won't use that. So we're going to flip that over, and again with the white, right? I'm using it. I'll flip it this way until we're ready. That way it doesn't bug the light so much. So I want to make my own modeling paste, right? And I want to know if it works. So I bought this, like I said, from the Dollar Tree. And it has lightweight speckling in it. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's going to stick to the paper good or not, but we're going to find out. It's an experiment. So see, it's kind of chunky. A little chunky. But I think we can work that up. And then I think if I just put maybe a little dollop of clear glue, we're going to find out. And I do mean a small little, oops, this one hasn't been opened. So this is clear glue. I get this, actually, I get this, my mother-in-law bought this for me as a gift at one time. I don't know where she got it. And I used it all up, right? I used it all up. So I mean just a little tiny, I'm going to say a pea-sized dollop. And then I'm going to mix that all up. Anyhow, she bought that for me. And she couldn't remember where she got it. So I went on the mad hunt. And I'm just going to stir this up really good. I went on a hunt for it, looking everywhere, high and low for this, that glue. And here in New Mexico, I don't know if you guys have one, but we have the 99-cent store. And it's not your average, it's not like the Dollar Tree. This is like one of those stores that are, you would find in like Mexico, and really inexpensive. Okay, so this is where Fun Life with a Budget comes in. I saw her, because I didn't know, how do you paint this stuff? So she did this. She inked up her paper. I need a little more, I think. I think do I have water? I could tell you guys. I had everything. I thought I had everything but what I needed, right? Oh, here's my water. So anyhow, she inked it up, right? Get that wet so it'll pick up the ink. All right, let's try that. Maybe a small thing of water. And then she mixed it to get the color with her Distress ink. I was like, that's a great idea. So we're just gonna see, it colors the ink for you, or the paste. Something, and now we're on to something here, right, guys? I don't want to tear my wax paper because I don't want to have to clean this off that bottom. And so it inks up. I may need it a little bit more. But anyhow, you get the idea. I'll get it over here and start really scraping up that color. And I just wanted enough so you could see. So maybe we get a tie-dye effect, right? See how it colors it? Hopefully you can see that. It turned it from white to that pretty. It's too much glare. Let's see. See how it turned it from, and maybe I need a little more in a different spot. I just didn't want to get that on my, there we go, look. I just didn't want to get it on my, I didn't want to get that compound on my, the spackling on my, look at there. There we go. Now you can see it turning blue. See? Turning blue. I don't want to mess around so long that I dry everything up. Alright, so there it is. I'm going to flip this over. We're going to put this on. And we're going to find out if this stuff is going to work or not, right? Uh-oh, I had a little bit of yellow on my, a little bit of yellow. We're going to get green. Somebody didn't, I loan my stuff out, guys, and I never know if it comes back clean. But that's okay because this is just practice. We don't care. We're not stressing. So we're going to scrape this along really good until we use it all up. See how we use every bit of it. Whoops, well, I screwed that up. That's okay, we're just practicing, right? Move this over. I'm going to get this guy too because, like I said, I don't want to waste any of this, and I may cut this up and use it somewhere else, you know? So we get the... I actually think I had enough to cover that entire stencil, well, the entire paper with what was covered with the stencil, right? Okay. I think that's going to be good. We're going to just wrap this whole mess up and throw it away. All right, let's peel and look at that. Okay? Now we'll come back later and see how that looks at the end of my... So I had a smart moment. I love it. I'm going to pause real quick, and I'm going to go and put my stencil in water and clear up my mess. And when we come back, we're going to move on to the next I had a smart moment. Welcome back, guys. And this is my second I had a smart moment. So a friend of mine gave me paint card samples because at one time we were doing a paper... or not a paper, got paper on the brain this morning, guys. We were doing a paint sample swap. You had to alter your paint sample. So it was an altered paint sample swap, and I was on the hunt for paint samples, and she was like, "Oh, I have a bunch. I really should unscrew that, but I can't." So she gave me these, and these are an odd shape. They're really like kind of cool to have, but I was like, well, thank you, but I'm not sure how I'm going to use them. So look at how many. Look at how many. Every color you can imagine, right? So I was like, yeah, I'll take them. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I'll take them. So then I bought this template from an Etsy person, an Etsy seller, and I cut them. I'm going to sell them as part of kits, right? Well, I ran into an issue where I had already used some of my backgrounds, and I thought, what am I going to do? So then I had an aha moment. I bet you these would work. See? So if you move them up at the right spot or down at the right spot, they would probably work. And if not, there we go. Look, see? Those work, and they're the right size. Bada bing, bada boom. So there's my other smart moment. Very nice. So that'll work. And also, let's move forward. So I'm going to sew these, right? Or I would sew if they were mine. But let's see if, let's find another blue. This is kind of a blue and a green. But that's all right. We're just practicing anyhow. And I believe if you were to take your paper trimmer, where's my paper trimmer right now? Here it is. Broken. I keep dropping it, right? I keep flipping dropping it. And then it scares me to put this back together because it's got that really sharp razor right there in the middle. Okay, so let's shave this one off to fit these insides, okay? We need them to go here and there, right? I'm going to move it. I'm going to cut it off here first. And then I'm going to cut it off. I just want to cut off that round edge, and then I'll save that. Okay, so here, that wasn't very straight at all. Whoops. Start this all over. I need to clean it. If you guys notice, inside here, this track, you get lint and paper shavings, so you got to clean it out once in a while. And I never think about it until it screws up on me. And I just use my unsharp side of my X-Acto knife. Alright, so now that we're done mechanicking here, I'm going to go to where I found that side and I'm going to shave it down. I'm going to move it over. That looks about right. Whoops, let's get it straight. Let's get it straight. Alright, I think this is going to work. So you need one for here, right? Or one super long one. Oh, it's got a little boo-boo right there. We'll go this direction. Alright, so you got one long one, followed by, you know, shorter ones and shorter ones and shorter ones. But that would work. Okay, that's my I had a smart moment number 2. So now I can add the paint cards to this with the how-to video, and I'm set, right? Alright, there's that. I had a smart moment. And then the next one was keep everything, guys, even things like this, okay? Even when you don't think you're going to need it. And because what does crafters say? Something about I didn't realize I was going to need it until 5 minutes after I threw it away. So, I mean, you know in your heart when you should throw something away or not. So that gives me a whole new hope and meaning for those, because I'm going to tell you, I've been looking at them for a year. Alright, so this is still drying. Not bad. And it's sticking. Yep, it's sticking, guys. So I think the glue, the little bit of glue, was a good idea, because otherwise I think it would have just flaked off, right? So maybe even a little bit more glue, I think. But it worked, and it looks great, and you can embellish. Alright, so that was, I'm going to call that success. Alright, next up, keep what you find, because I'm going to give you an example. I have no idea what this stuff is, right? So my friend, I love her to pieces for all her cool things she finds. So it's double-sided, right? You got, this is a blue. And even this, once you use it, you can keep this because it's pretty strong. For what I'm going to show you how to use it, or the way I plan to use it, right? So I showed you guys, I had an example here. I tell you, like I said, when you think you have everything you need, and then you change your plan, or you misplace it, which is what I do a lot. Here it is. Okay, so I had told you guys before that I use my board a lot for angles and straight lines and whatnot, because I can't do it otherwise. So this separates every 1/2 inch. Yeah, this one separates every 1/2 inch, and then up here is 1/4 inch. So I'm going to move it up here to get the 1/4 inch. If you want things a 1/4 inch apart, well, I don't necessarily want, depends on the size of my spine, right? So I use this line and this line down here to line me up. All right, and then I draw a line. Is that going to show? No, not going to show. I can see it on my side, but I bet you can't. Permanent marker come ahead of us here. Let me find an actual permanent marker. Well, we'll use gold paint. Okay, so my line is now right here. Okay. Oh boy, you really can't see that. Too much white. Okay, see my white line? All right, so now I know I got a line there. This stuff is double-sided, but I don't trust my double-sided. So I'm going to run a bead of glue, and I use the Fabrifix because it sticks to shiny stuff better than, well, I don't think regular glue sticks to shiny stuff at all. Yeah, I'm going to make this quick, guys. We're already 22 minutes into this video. I'm going to make this quick. All right, so I just draw a line, right? I'll peel this off because it is double-sided. Ah, it doesn't see now. I'm glad I kept it. Doesn't stick. I don't know what this is for. I thought it was double-sided sticky, right? So I'm not sure what this is for, but then we're going to take it and we're going to lay it on here. Now, if this were a real spine, if this were real, I would do both sides. And I'll tell you why I do this. Okay, because in our regular spines, when we, okay, I'm just gonna eyeball the holes here because this is not real, it's just practice. Okay, not even straight, not even worried. So in the real world, when we do our spines like this and we pull that thread through, you can tear this. So this just gives you a little extra, right? A little extra protection on that spine. So you're less likely to tear your pages. Now you can still tear your book pages, but your actual spine itself has a little more protection. So there you go. That's why I keep everything. Even this would work now that I'm feeling it, because that's very strong. So now I got double what I had before, and then here's the blue, and it doesn't matter because you're going to cover it up, but it just gives you that little extra protection. All right, so that's my I had a smart moments. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for sticking around. If you are not a subscriber and you enjoyed this video, become a subscriber, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. Thanks, guys, and have a super rest of your weekend.